Valentine's Day, the day of love, romance, and heartfelt expressions. But have you ever wondered where this tradition truly began? The story of Valentine's Day is far darker, more mysterious, and filled with hidden secrets than you might think. Chapter 1. The Pagan Origins. Scene: a recreation of ancient Rome, where men in togas walk the streets before chocolates and roses. There was Lupercalia, a wild and bizarre festival held in ancient Rome every February 13th to 15th. This was no celebration of love, but rather a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, and Romulus and Remus, the mythical founders of Rome. During Lupercalia, priests known as the Luperci would sacrifice goats and dogs, then use the hides to whip young women, believing it would increase their fertility. But the festival didn't stop there. Young men and women were paired in a sort of ancient matchmaking lottery, and some of these matches led to marriage. Chapter 2. Who was Saint Valentine? Scene: a dark prison cell in ancient Rome. A man, dressed as a priest, writes a letter by candlelight. Saint Valentine, or rather Saint Valentines, because history speaks of at least 3 different individuals named Valentine who were executed by the Roman Empire. The most famous was a priest in 3rd century Rome who secretly married couples against the wishes of Emperor Claudius II. Claudius believed that unmarried soldiers made better warriors, so he outlawed young men from marrying. Valentine defied this order, conducting secret weddings. When his actions were discovered, he was imprisoned and later executed on February 14th, around the year 269 AD. According to legend, before his execution, Valentine wrote a farewell letter to the jailer's daughter, signing it, "From your Valentine," the phrase we still use today. Chapter 3. How did Valentine's Day become a holiday? Scene: a medieval castle with monks copying manuscripts. The connection between Saint Valentine and romance didn't happen overnight. It wasn't until the 14th century that Valentine's Day became linked to love, thanks to the famous poet, Geoffrey Chaucer. In 1382, Chaucer wrote a poem called Parliament of Fowls, which described birds choosing their mates on February 14th, associating the date with romance for the first time. By the 15th century, exchanging love letters and poems on Valentine's Day became a tradition among nobles. By the 18th century, people of all social classes participated, leading to the creation of the first printed Valentine's cards in the 19th century. Chapter 4. The Rise of Commercial Valentine's Day. Scene: a 19th century shop filled with colorful Valentine's Day cards. With the Industrial Revolution, mass-produced Valentine's cards became widely available. The first commercial Valentine's card appeared in the 1840s thanks to Esther Howland, the mother of the American Valentine. Soon, companies like Hallmark popularized Valentine's Day cards, and chocolate manufacturers like Cadbury and Hershey's capitalized on the holiday by marketing heart-shaped chocolates. By the 20th century, Valentine's Day had transformed into a billion-dollar industry, with flowers, chocolates, and jewelry becoming symbols of love. Chapter 5. Strange Valentine's Day. Traditions around the world. Scene: a map highlighting different countries. Not all Valentine's Day traditions are the same. In South Korea and Japan, women give chocolates to men on February 14th, but a month later, on March 14th, White Day, men must return the favor. Narrator: in Denmark, instead of red roses, people exchange white flowers called snowdrops. The evolution of love. Scene: a montage of people celebrating Valentine's Day across different time periods. From pagan fertility rites to secret marriages, medieval poetry, and mass-produced cards, Valentine's Day has taken many forms over the centuries. But at its heart, it remains a celebration of love, whether romantic, platonic, or even self-love. So this February 14th, when you give or receive a Valentine, remember, behind the chocolates and roses lies a history filled with mystery, sacrifice, and love that has lasted for centuries.